Hello everyone, my name is Dominono and welcome back to Dark Souls. Off camera, I ran back through the swamp, picked up a couple items I missed, ran up to the blacksmith, bought some titanite, burnt the souls that I'd collected, upgraded my weapon and my armor a little bit more, and then brought us back here to reveal that our dear friend, our chatty, well-conversed lady here, is dead. She has been murdered. And here we find her equipment, which is a little weird, and the black eye orb. Dead. Yeah, she's dead. I figured that out. So the black eye orb, do you have anything to tell us? Invade world of murderer of firekeeper. Invade the world of the murderer of a firekeeper to defeat a perpetrator and claim the soul of the firekeeper. The black eye keeps constant watch on the city of gods, Anor Londo. So we must go to Anor Londo, use the eye orb, and rescue the soul of our fair damsel, who hasn't said a bloody word and who has hidden her face since we met her. Firekeeper absent, cannot light bonfire. Tragedy. But that's not all that's changed. Say hello to the ugliest thing in Dark Souls.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening?
Yeah.
I am the primordial servant, King Seeker Framt, a close friend of the great Lord Wind.
Great.
Chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening.
Chosen undead.
I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Do I? Boy, do I.
Well, then I am
Tell me, you
pleased to
horrible,
share.
toothy monster.
Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Wind,
Aha!
so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead.
Sounds very fancy, doesn't
To this
it?
end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Right.
I am pleased. Is it?
So yeah, you can feed him items, and you can feed him various forms of titanite, and it will break regular items. He will just, he's basically a merchant, you can sell them to him for souls. And titanite bits, if you give them to him, he will bite them down into smaller titanite bits. So if you need more regular titanite shards, you can give him a large titanite, and it will break it into a couple smaller ones. Simple, really. I think we're good for now.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Chosen undead.
Yes. So he's a horrible, necky serpent thing. The primordial serpent, King Seeker Framt. So Framt, those of you who know Dark Souls will already know this, but Framt, in all of his grandiose posturing, is a little less than honest. See, linking the fire won't undo the curse of the undead. It won't help anyone, really, except for the gods, wherever the hell they are, by simply extending the age of fire a little longer. Oh, and as here we see, Bowlcut has made it back here, sans his friends.
I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
Clearly you didn't do a very good job, did you? So, yet again, lying. You were all supposed to go down to the catacombs, and he fucking left them there. Chipper stuff, mate. Turns out that most people in this place are assholes. Well, I don't know, that's not necessarily true. Griggs of Vinheim and Laurentius of the Great Swamp, they're both pretty friendly. Or are they? Griggs is debatable. Griggs, you know, I'll get into that when it seems relevant. Laurentius is an alright look. For now, though, we're going to go up through here, following that shortcut, and head out back to the bonfire, so we can make some more progress into the next zone. I am following a fairly linear path of where we're supposed to be going. If you were just starting Dark Souls, you might end up wandering all over the place before you figure out where you're supposed to go. It's very exploratory. But for now, I know what's up. And we will press on into Senes Fortress. Nice looking place, isn't it? Sort of semi-dilapidated. But it's been closed for a while. You have to ring the bells to get here. Nothing interesting. So, straight away, we'll be introduced to the main gimmick of Senes Fortress, which is this. Booby traps. Excuse me. Booby traps and big mongoloid snake men. Hooray. These guys are not particularly weak. They are bloody weird looking. I mean, look at that for goodness sake. His head's just gone right. And they usually come in pairs. Pardon me while I smash through your pots. Ta-da! You alive? No. You're fucking dead. Okay. Soul of a brave warrior. Plus, for some reason, Silver Knight mannequins. I've never really understood why they're here. Like perhaps they're gravestones? Maybe they mark the passing of some of the Silver Knights? Maybe they were buried here for reasons unknown. So yeah, this place is like, hey, do you like traps? Do you like Indiana Jones? Do you? I hope so. Because we've got Indiana Jones in spades. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes that shoot lightning? Seriously, they shoot lightning. Whose bright idea was that shit? Fucking balls. Who could possibly have foreseen that happening? Ignore the world loading in, man. Okay, let's try that again, only this time with less being dead at the end. I feel like that was where I made my mistake. Was choosing to die. Yeah, choosing to die. Honest, that's how it happens. Fun fact though, traps do work universally. So there's something. I told you to use the environment to your advantage before, and never has it been more true than when there's fucking big barbs shooting out of the environment. Yeah, you were really tough. I don't know whose bright idea it was to make ugly snake men. That's a lie, I actually know who it might have been. It's very heavily implied to have been Seath the Scales, our friendly neighborhood drake beast. And one of the four lords. Well, one of the four lords, sort of. Hello. You weren't here earlier, were you? No. You must have fallen off. Ow. Yeah, like that. Sorry, there wasn't a lot to say right there. Dim. I think the best way to handle... Well... Yeah, give me that first, shall we? Do I have my crossbow? No. Can I aim at this dude from here? No. Which means I need to just say fuck-a-doodle-doo and just run over there. That was lucky. So yeah, the man serpents, the snake men, whatever you want to call them, are generally just unfriendly and irritating, much like everything else in Senes Fortress. It's kind of similar to Blighttown, but also kind of like a cross between it and the Burg in terms of like overall theme. Like in the Burg, the theme was sort of your opposition is your enemies, and in Blighttown the opposition was mostly the environment, but here it's like, okay, take what you've learned in these awful places and figure it out now. Serpentine nerd. So that weird stare chasm will become relevant later. Please stop humping me. There's another man serpent guy up there. This thing here. And I'll be waiting for that boulder before I make my sick leap. No, change my mind. Move. 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 Thank you. And in here we have, I think, my other usual go-to ring. The Ring of Steel Protection. Boosts defense versus physical attacks. This ring belonged to the Night King Rendell, who grants its wearer protection by boosting defense against physical attacks. Of the many legends surrounding the Night King Rendell, one of the more well-known speaks of his standing down a giant drake and slashing it to pieces. Good job, Rendell. Too bad about your name, though. So yeah, that's just physical defense, which, as a Dex character, you usually use light armor, so that's very beneficial. Bing. Drop down here to an item. The Shotel, which is fine, really. It's more of a PvP weapon because it can swing around shield. And over here we will meet another of people's favourite characters, the Onion Knight, Sir Davos Seaworth. I mean, Siegfried. Siegfried's Dark Souls 3. You're Siegmeyer. The Onion Knights all look the same to me.
I've run flat up against the wall.
You have.
For a ball to
Yeah, that.
I must say, I'm a bit too tough to be out running those things.
Yeah,
So
well.
here I sit in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Basically, he's just sitting here staring at the floor because he's too fat to outrun the boulder. Fine.
Perhaps I could try some rolling.
You could.
Ah, no chance. My head is thin.
Oh well.
Perhaps,
Perhaps Bahum. Perhaps Bahum. Bah humbug. But yeah, Siegmeyer is a recurring character in Dark Souls 1. We will find him a couple of times. And Onion Knights appear in... I'm actually not sure if there is an Onion Knight in Souls 2. You can find the armor set that he wears, but I don't think there's an actual Knight of Katarina in Souls 2. Which is fair enough, I guess. For now though, Siegmeyer couldn't figure out how to run past that because he has a terrible sense of timing, I suppose. So over here you may notice that there's something. A chain going somewhere. A lift or some such. I'm here, you serpent clippy bugger. I think, I'm not 100% certain, but I think that that big bite is a grab attack. So, you know, give extra credence to avoiding. The Man Serpent Greatsword. Will that say anything useful? This single-bladed, blood-stained greatsword is the choice weapon of the slithering serpent men of Senes Fortress. An ordinary human will have great difficulty swinging this heavy beast effectively. Yeah, 24 strength. Which, that's not too terrible, but, you know, bear in mind that as the chosen undead, pumped up on soul power, you are a bit beyond a normal human. Hey, I heard you like boulders. Do you like boulders? Yeah, we like boulders. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like pancakes. Do you like French toast? Yeah, we like French toast. Anyway, so yeah, there's a dude here, there's a soul here, and there's something else over here. What is this? Could this be a fake wall? No. But here, there is the Black Sorcerer gear and the Sorcery Hush. Secret sorcerers of Vinheim Dragon School. They secretly work with sound-based spells and never reveal themselves. That's interesting, isn't it? Hush. Sorcery developed by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School masks all noises of caster. Effectively, Vinheim is controlled by the Dragon School, and it is no wonder that the town has its share of dark secrets. Scary stuff, hmm? Well, not really. But what is interesting is that if you take careful notice of our good friend Griggs of Vinheim, is that he actually wears that gear set. The spooky set. The set of implied strangeties. That's peculiar, isn't it? Perhaps there's more to dear Griggs than meets the eye. This is a booby trap. There's a bunch of spikes up the top there that will destroy you if you go into them. So the trick is to wait for it to come back down and then drop. No spiky impaling death for us, please. We've got to take full damage. But that's okay, look, it's a chest! Amazing! But what's this? This chest seems suspicious, because it breathes. That's alarming, isn't it? You know what else is alarming? This. I don't trust this chest. Do you? Huzzah! I knew it was you, Mimic. Mimic-kun. So this is the first, generally, of the game's mimics that you'll run into. It's a big, ugly monster with a chest for a head. I'm gonna drop the lightning spear, which is just a spear that's endowed with lightning. Mimics are interesting. There is another way that you can tell them apart from regular chests, which I will demonstrate the next time we find one. But I think the breathing one is probably the most interesting. This was poorly timed. That was lucky though. That was not. That's gonna sting. You know what, maybe I'll just go back through this way. I actually, you know, now that I think about it, I don't think I was meant to go that way up the stairs anyway. I think there's a ladder there. There is. And also this thing is now blocked off. Which means the next boulder will bash a hole through that wall. Why is there a ladder here? Is there stuff down there that I'm supposed to affect? I can't even remember. But you know what? Obvious dumbness aside, my Estus is still fairly okay. And there's a hole here now. Covetous gold serpent ring. That increases the chance of items to drop, I believe. Let's have a look at that. The serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey even larger than itself has led to an association with gluttony. This gold ring engraved with the serpent boosts its wearer's item discovery so that more items can be amassed. So basically, wear it and stuff is more likely to drop off of enemies. It's weird how this place seems like it was designed for this, in spite of the fact that you had to break open a wall for it to happen. Wait, is this just a hole? Oh no. Yeah. Once again, my stupidity and unfamiliarity with Senes Fortress returns with a vengeance to point out that I am in fact the stupid. So, you know, don't do that. And if you do, drink tons of Estus. Ugh. On the bright side though, I guess my Estus isn't tragic, given that I seem to be doing okay with the enemies. So avoid being impaled while we're at it, and go back to the way we're supposed to go, I think. Senes Fortress is probably the place that I'm the least, like, memorable about. Because it's not as obtuse as Blighttown, but it's by no means perfect. That guy seems to be having some trouble. Slumbering Dragon's Rest Ring. Wearer produces no sound whatsoever. Secretly worn by a certain surreptitious sorcerer of Vinheim Dragon School. This ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon in silent slumber and masks all sound emitting from its wearer. So, you know, if you're big on stealth and the like, big on sneaking up behind things or away from them, then you can wear that and you'll be silent. Unfortunately, I do think the only way back down here is back down here. Boing. So now we've got a bit of a jog back. Onward! Man, I hate this place. Now I just have to remember which bloody way I'm going. Ignore that chilling man serpent here. Chilling in this case meaning hanging around rather than creepy. I think that the boulders have actually changed direction now though, so they shouldn't be coming down here. We'll run away from that. Get back here. And we need to get up to the source of the boulders. That's our most important function right now. Is there anything coming this way? God damn it. That's just not fair. That's just mean. Ow. Fucking hell. So yeah, here we are in the place that affects the boulders. It turns out we can affect this. Turn around. And that will knock clean through that buddy who was chilling out down there and punch a hole in the wall, which we will go check out in a bit. For now though, let me double check what's over here. Yeah, that's the way we're supposed to be going. So for now, let's turn this around yet again and shift these boulders completely out of the equation. Now, over here, this is the bit that connects to that stuff. So the boulders now are all being thrown out to the side. None of them should appear here ever again. That was a lucky block. Try and sneak up on a man, will you? Aha! Oh. Well, fuck you then. But down here there's an item, and there's also a dude. A dude with a big hat. A very big hat.
You seem quite lucid.
I do.
A rare.
Look at how lucid I am.
I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, you see.
You are.
I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free.
You look like Gandalf.
Empty-handed. This place is melting my mind.
Melting my mind.
You know,
Brain just starts oozing out of his ears. Yes, because I have the master key. Normally you would have to go find the key to open this, but because I have the master key and it's optional, I can do it immediately.
oh heavens. Thank you.
No worries.
Resume my travels, but I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. Speak with me then.
Okay. See you then, Logan. His name is Logan. He's Big Hat Logan. He's a famous sorcerer or whatever. Use the master key on this thing. Pillage this corpse and get the soul of a hero. Is there anything out here? I don't think so. Just ground. Ground which is unsafe to land on. Hey Logan, bye Logan. So Logan's another NPC who'll run around and do his own thing after we've chatted to him a bit. How well will that thing go for him, you may ask? Well, maybe let's not dwell on it. Excuse me. Right then. We need to go back up here. And then back. Well, actually we can just go up here, can't we? Because the boulders are going away now. The boulders are going away! Now this one is a little more expectant of your running. And over here we've got nothing but a little window. And back into dark misery. Hey buddy, we heard you like this place. I don't, I hate it. It's garbage. You, man serpent. Ow. Jerk. There's a little drop here which either goes to an item or goes to death, and I don't particularly remember which, so I'm not going to find out. Let me know if the comments if the best item in the game was down there and I couldn't remember. I'm content with surviving. Ta-da! The backstab looks even worse on the enemies that are much taller than you because it always goes so far up their bum. Like, you know, you can see how stabbing somebody in the back might do as a critical hit, but that's just cruel. That's just, hey, fuck you. I've decided that your rectal cavity needs to be searched thoroughly and painfully. What am I, the TSA? The chosen TSA? I'm not the TSA. Now here, there's another guy. Another guy shooting bloody fucking asshole lightning. But I have a bunch of standard bolts now. Because I bought them while I was away. And I can do 11 damage a time. So ha ha ha, what now, nerd? That's okay though, I needed to hit you 3 times. The sound of souls well earned. Man, look at this narrow shit. Fuck my life! Oh, that was close. Too close. So you could come over here and kill him manually if you were a cool guy who could run straight across that with no fear. But that ain't me. I ain't about that life. I'm about surviving. Just traverse the white light and step out into some fresh air, relatively. Here's the dude who's handling the boulders. He's a giant. You remember them, don't you? We've seen them before. Oh dear. Somebody's upset the dog. Try and ignore the sound of dog, and let's try and ignore that giant fire explosion behind me. Got more important things to worry about. Like this bonfire. So, having achieved a bonfire, I think we'll quickly throw a repair through our stuff, maybe check what it might take to upgrade some things. Where's the weapon I'm using? Oh, I can't reinforce that because of the stuff. Okay, well, I can upgrade one thing. Let's do stamina, keep that in line. Excellent. Let's kindle. I can't kindle while I'm hollowed. Reverse hollowing. Just so everyone's, you know, on board with what I'm actually doing at the bonfires. Kindle the flame here because, you know, what else am I going to use the humanity for, really? And with that, I think we will end this episode. And I will catch you next time.